Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition on Nightmare. Last time we finished up Varric's stuff, did a bunch of other crap to waste time, and then went and finished off Josephine's romance quest, which ended in some lovely cuddling and smooching. And we're gonna set some new war table quests. We haven't seen what's going on in Orlais over here.
No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret even from his inner circle.
So this is a series of missions that are important. My town of Velgamord has been besieged by Darkspawn. I cannot fathom where the loathsome beasts have come from, but I beg the Inquisition for assistance. My own humble forces have already been dispatched to help you in your own noble efforts, leaving my people ill-equipped against the savage host. Word of your redemption of the Grey Wardens has already spread far. Please, if you can spare them, Velgamord, those who dies by your word. Yeah.
All right.
Send them out against Darkspawn, first of all. Alliance is getting things moving. Many of the nobility of the Legion capital have settled their secondary differences and are rallying behind two families. The de Rosiers are old money, well respected, but viewed as traditional and stubborn. The Tybalts rose with popular merchant consortium and are considered new money and progressive. While the intent of both families was to rival us politically, if we declare for one of them, we may manipulate our events in our favor. Lord Pierre and de Rosier has not asked for our allegiance, but may respect our rising might. Lady Valise Tybalts speaks for investors and is interested in forward-making alliances. And Josephine out to do some and Dwarven Slaves inventory hands. Sightings in the north of Red Templars with armor and weapons adorned with Dwarven runes. There are no known entrances to deep roads in that area, and no misses from Orzammar are missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of surface dwarves. The Venatori may be making use of Dwarven slaves, possibly from Interventor. Going to sneeze. Excuse me. That was really weird. Anyway, Venatori may have been using Dwarves, yeah. Not their usual preference, and also not the first unusual thing they've done. Recommend for the investigation force.
Inquisitor.
Let's go with that for now. Anyways, next we have Cole's amulet to stop him from being binded, and I think that's the next step to do. Yes, subjected to his will. So let's go give this amulet to Cole. It's fast travel. No reason. I can fast travel over to here. Excuse me again. Yeah, he's afraid after everything with the Grey Wardens that mages could bind him and take control of him. So we found a amulet that will prevent that from happening. So we're gonna go give that to him.
You've heard?
Of she who stands behind the throne.
And perhaps cast a shadow across. Nobility.
Sometimes it just takes extra stuff to get him to load in. There he is. I see him.
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
Oh. He's talking about the nightmare. Holy shit. Just a throwaway line they threw in there to totally change your perspective on the nightmare demon. Okay, I can't think about that for too long. My brain's gonna feel in pain.
Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp.
Sure,
What
whatever
do
you
I
say,
do
Cole.
with it?
You found one of the amulets.
Excellent.
It
May I?
things have. Okay, this is not just on your. The game crashed. Okay. Depending on where it is, when I reload, I may or may not restart the episode. Do you like Game of Thrones? I like Game of Thrones. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I have to do monitor capture. I can't do game capture, for some reason. With my OBS, Open Broadcaster software. It, crashes Dragon Age, at the very least. I'm not entirely sure about other games, but definitely Dragon Age. Anyways. I think it probably auto-saved when I fast traveled. That's why I don't want to go digging through saves trying to... I don't think there'll be an autosave before I put the stuff on the war table, and I don't feel like going back. I don't know, it's just silly. Let's just continue. Where the last time it autosaved. We'll find out. It was definitely in Skyhold, obviously. Yep. OBS complains about high encoding during these the loading screens all the time. It's just like, sorry. There's a way I could tell you to like lower the encoding for the loading screens. I guess I would, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Yeah, see, it's just right here.
He was dead the whole time. He didn't know.
Who are you talking about now? Here, have the amulet.
I found the amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here.
Yeah.
I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp.
Normally I wouldn't include that
What
crash,
do I do with it?
but
You found one of the amulets. Excellent.
okay.
May I?
Definitely avoided the same crash spot. That was so bizarre. Just during a random
It is
cutscene.
simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
We know it's not just going to work, right? It never just works.
Have faith, Inquisitor.
Ah!
What was that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
Solus, is it possible that the amulet doesn't work on Cole because he's too human?
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
We'll find whatever is preventing the amulet from working, and we'll make it right.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of you?
Sure.
It's not really a balanced party, 2 mages and 2
All right,
rogues.
I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
If I see a way to protect Cole without taking away whatever he is, I'll use it. But Cole clearly needs our help.
I'm not saying we do nothing. But that ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
Alright. So we are off to fix this, and there we are being taken to Redcliffe, it seems. That is the Redcliffe loading screen, after all. I wonder what could be in Redcliffe. Who knows? I mean, I know, because I've played the game, but I have to play coy, don't I? Okay, Colin. I'll be back for that after
Yeah.
this.
This should get me through the month. Give me a moment. Greetings. Can I help you?
You're just kind of out in the open. I don't know why you need to. Oh.
You killed me.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot. You locked me in the dungeon in the spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark.
The spire?
Cole, stop.
Just take it easy, kid.
He killed me. He killed me. That's why it doesn't work. He killed me, and I have to kill him back.
If he killed you, wouldn't you be dead?
Cole, this man cannot have killed you. You are a spirit. You have not even possessed a body.
A broken body, bloody, banged on the stone cell, guts gripping in the dark, dank. A captured apostate. They threw him into the dungeon in the spire at Val Royo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help. And I couldn't. So I became
Cole.
Cole.
I did it early. Sorry.
Cole was an apostate. That'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Let me kill him. I need to.
Adds a different side of Cole we've seen. Let's investigate this. Solus, what do you think?
Solus?
We cannot let Cole kill the man.
I don't think anyone was going to suggest that, Chuckles.
Cole is a spirit. The death of the real Cole wounded him, perverted him from his purpose. To regain that part of himself, he must forgive.
Come on. You don't just forgive someone killing you.
You don't. A spirit can.
Before I decide anything, I need a clearer picture of what happened.
It seems the real Cole was an apostate, captured and taken to the Circle by Templars.
Who aren't known for their gentle nature.
As the young man starved to death in a dungeon, his pain caught the attention of a spirit, likely one of compassion.
Compassion?
An uncommon spirit, certainly, and all too fragile when its efforts to help prove to be in vain.
Varric?
The kid's angry. He needs to work through it.
The spirit does not work through emotions, it embodies them.
But he isn't a spirit, is he? He made himself human. And humans change. They get hurt. And they heal. He needs to work it out like a person.
You would alter the essence of what he is.
He did that to himself when he left the Fade. I'm just helping him survive it.
I was seeing both of these passageways, and it's a really hard question. But I actually wind up preferring Varric's solution.
Cole will never grow into a real person until he comes to terms with what happened.
Leave it to me. All right, kid. You want revenge? Come with me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry isn't going to help him now, is it, kid?
No.
Pull the trigger and put him down like a mad dog. Do it.
No! Ah!
How you doing, kid? Feel any better?
No.
You can't make it all just go away. I learned that the hard way.
Forget.
No. He needs to remember. You too. We're done here.
Yeah. Cole needs to accept the realities of what exactly is. The way I look at it is he wants to understand people, and right now he doesn't. He works in his spirit ways, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But he's working with people. He's embodying the identity of a person, and he needs to understand them. He's chosen to live among us. He wants to live among us. But he tries to do it in his spirit way. It doesn't work. He needs to do it in the real way.
For all we know, the amulet will now never function. Cole remains vulnerable to binding.
No, he isn't. The amulet didn't work because he's too human, right? Maybe now the kid's also too human for that binding magic to work on him.
I hope you're right.
It still hurts. When do I stop hurting?
Hurting is part of being a person.
Come on, kid. Let's go for a walk. It'll clear your head.
The left hand misses a friend with 2 different names. She's hurting, sad, alone. But everyone can see me now. They remember. How do I put honey in Leliana's wine without her noticing?
I can help with that.
Cole, you just need proper rogue training. Talk to Varric. He'll
It is good that he is not entirely changed. However human he becomes.
Yeah, he's still Cole. He's just different. He can be around us now in his own special way. We should go talk to him, however, because there's... God, the poppin'. It's so disorienting. I'm not sure if that happens as badly on consoles, or if it's just because I put it in high settings on PC, so it's... Yeah. I don't actually know. It's just sort of like... Blah. Suddenly, everything in your face. Kaboom. Anyways, let's talk to Cole and see what's going on now. There should be a cutscene.
Steel flashes, like at the top
Maybe
of the
not.
stairs. But this time she knows her voice, and it ends with a kiss.
Yeah.
How'd you like to get out of here? Maybe do something fun.
I don't know. I've never tried.
Come on.
Does this have a loading screen? I think it does, which is silly. This game has a lot of loading screens. That is one complaint that I can't really have any discussion about. It just has a lot of them, and it's very frustrating. But, you know, I mean, it makes logical sense here. It's like, you can't just suddenly have them quickly appear in a completely separate location. You know, that area exists and needs to be loaded. Can't just happen. We'll fade to black.
Honor us with your presence. May I bring a sampling of fine cheeses for you and your guests?
I don't eat.
Well then, just a bottle of a fine Gislaine White. Stuff.
He's like, okay.
Please enjoy your meal this evening, your worship.
He saw me. They all see me.
Next, you'll be eating and drinking and everything else.
What else is there?
Have you used the privy yet? That should be enlightening.
I find people when their pain leaves them open. I ease the pain. I leave, they forget. That was enough for me. Now they remember, and I'm not sure...
Cole?
There was a mage named Reese at the spire. He was one of the few who could see me. He was my friend. My only friend for a long time. Evangeline showed me that Templars could be kind, but even she...
Cole, if this is troubling, we don't have to talk about it.
Gentle. You watch me walk into darkness over and over, and you always worry. Thank you. But this isn't about them. It's about... When I found out I wasn't human, when I grew, I lost Reese. I lost my only friend. That's why I was scared about letting all these people see me. That's why I laughed.
You're covering the fear with laughter.
No. This world taught me that changing means losing your friends. But now I know that doesn't have to be true. I have enough self to know that what I felt was foolish. Isn't it wonderful?
It's another good step, Cole.
I might like being human. What do you think I'll learn next?
I like Cole this way. As the spirit, he's sort of odd. It's more of the same. It feels like he's stuck in this rut. Like, I get he's acting like a spirit, and I certainly agree with Solus that spirits are cool and matter and are people, but Cole's chosen a different path. He's in physical form. He's chosen to embody a person in the world and to interact with people in a way that spirits don't. So he has to change. It's complicated. It's all so fracking complicated. But I like him better this way. That's, I guess, all I'll say. It's just a personal thing. If someone was like, he's better as a spirit, you're changing him, it's wrong. I would say, like, yeah, probably. Let's go back to the war table. I think Colin's thing is done. I'd absolutely be like, yeah, you're right. I did totally just change everything. Oh, okay. I have another thing I want to do in a second. Before I go to the war table. I just realized another quest has popped up. You may be curious how I know that, but you'll see.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
To select her sister. I don't feel comfortable reading that. Colin and Cassandra are meeting. Let's go find out why. My general and my seeker. She's out there, but we want to go in here.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium?
Yes, and I respect his decision.
As do I. Not that he's willing to listen. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could.
That was weird.
Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Yeah, so let's go talk to Colin about this. This is important. That'll make this episode a lot of talking. You're going to have to excuse that sometimes. My talky RPGs are like that.
Drills upon drills. Familiarity.
Hey, that's the Arcane Warrior. A multiplayer. In his second tier outfit, along with the Templar and what I'm guessing is... I don't know. Maybe that's something. Alright, let's talk to Colin. I entered through the other door, but thanks.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
So long as you weren't aiming at me, I'm sure the box had it coming.
I swear, I didn't know you were... Oh. I never meant for this to interfere.
I believe you.
But whatever good it does, promises me nothing I cannot keep. Did you know Ferelden's circle was taken over by abominations? I was there. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
No lyrium. It's an intense scene, but I like it. I like Colin's arc. And yeah, definitely keep him off Delirium. See, there's a follow-up.
I need a moment.
Oh.
Can we speak
yeah.
another time?
Yeah. That ladder goes up to his bedroom, by the way. I don't know why I felt like mentioning that now. I just didn't know if people realized. Alright, let's go look at the war table for a second. Okay, the Grey Wardens fought bravely. When Graves killed the town of Elmore, would save the Wardens themselves took a few casualties to wait for the commands. Find the source of Darkspawn attacks. You could use the Wardens.
With rifts contained in the area, we can send in smaller groups to offer relief.
I agree.
I'd rather use scouts.
Are you well?
I think.
Nothing more.
I forgot to check any of these. Completed quest over here. Part in High Town and Trouble in Skyhold. Books of Business entire code breaking part was set on fire. The message tried double encrypted. Shouldn't the mistakes. No merchant critical cipher. We have not yet broken the guild's code. Hello, dear Liliana. Your Inquisition is working with the Crows? I ask only because I may have removed one of the assassins from your employ. If I had known the man was yours, I would have at least let him finish the contract. No matter, allow me to make it up to you. You know I would do a much better job than the Crows, and I am far more pleased to work with, no? As a favor to a friend, I'll charge only a fraction of the price. I'm doing it with Liliana when she's ready, because I'm doing it with Zevron, guys. Come on. Like, you gotta be you know, he's a previous companion. Like, I don't know what else to say.
It's not an easy assignment.
He's got a while left, and then so does Leon's only got 7 minutes left though. So College of Magi. I think that's good for Cullen. Situation unfolding in the Varn Sea of Cumberland, location of the Circle of Magi, which until the uprising of the Mage Rebellion was the philosophical heart of the Circles of Magi. Now mostly abandoned, it has become the home to a number of Mage refugees. This has drawn the ire of local citizens, and mobs are threatening to assault the college and burn it to the ground. With Duke, Sandril, and Axis doing nothing to stop them, Inquisition agents suspect that Venatori agents are behind the mobs, looking to recover artifacts from the college until magical defenses are breached. College. This actually seems like a good thing for Leliana. I like getting these people out of there. Dorian, we need to find out what his original name was. Corypheus's. No, Cullen, don't use threats to solve everything. It's not a good solution. Alright, I'm going to decide what Cullen does and what other people do on the next episode. See you then.